everyone, Kat here, and I'm finally back, feeling significantly better. If you've watched my videos before, you know I had a little bit of a knee injury. Looking back on it, I think that a lot of it was an overuse injury. I was doing a lot of jumping. I was moving up on what weights I was using very quickly. So I'm getting back to basics, really excited to be back. I hate periods where I'm not able to work out, so really excited I'm able to bring you guys videos again. So today it's going to be a bar format sort of workout. There's going to be a little bit of cardio, a little bit of strength. I have 3 and 5 pound dumbbells and a Pilates ball. And for you, those of you that don't have a Pilates ball, you can just go on Amazon Prime and it's really easy. You just search, Pilates ball, or if your kids have any type of playground ball, that will work too. So we're going to get started here. Like I said, thank you so much for everyone for being patient with me, for sticking through and allowing me that 2-week period where I didn't post any videos. I just thought it would be better for me to take that time, get myself back to 100%, and then come back with you guys. So we're back, we're here, it's Monday, we're excited, we're inspired, and we're getting started with a fun, definitely challenging, but low impact bar workout. So I'll get our music started. And I'm going to stand to the side so you can see. I have a mirror in front of me. So I know that a lot of injuries are caused by a lack of good form. So I put this mirror in front of me. It's just a small bedroom mirror. And if you're feeling like you might not be doing moves right, it's a great way to check yourself. So we're going to start. Hands up. Big inhale, big exhale. Sweep the ground with your hands. Hands up and down. Back down. Hands up and down. And now you can just hold here for a second, bending one leg and then the other. Just very small, conscious movements. When you're ready, roll up, hands up, and forward, swan dive forward. You can bring your hands down the back of your legs. Lift one heel, and then the other. Hands up. Stretch high up above you. And now we're going to lift one heel and then lift the other heel. Stretching through the entire bottom of that foot. You use your feet a lot in bar. You want to make sure that your feet are good and warmed up. And now if you want to, you can add the arms. Up and down. Up and down. And try not to swing your hips from side to side as you do this. I know it can be difficult to control for that, but we're just lifting through our legs. And now come up on both heels and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back down. Now I want you to come forward on your mat so that you have the space behind you. And we're going to start with just little backwards lunges. Just going back and forth. Making sure that the front knee is tracking over the front toes. Three, 2, 1. If this already feels challenging, you can stay here, but if not, you're going to lunge back, lift the knee. Lunge back, lift the knee. Lift the knee. Make sure that you're keeping your core in tight. 2. Last one, make sure that you have plenty of room now because you're going to be lifting the leg in front. It's not a kick, it's just a lift. Little lunge, front leg lift. Front leg lift. I think I need a little bit more room behind me. Lift. 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 2. 1. Now you're going to lunge back. And if this feels like difficult enough for you, you're just going to hold. If not, you're going to bend and straighten. Just a small bend. Coming up onto that toe, straightening the leg back out. If you want to add something with the arms, bring them down and up. 2. 1. Now you're going to bend the back knee, bring the hands up, and it's like a standing crunch. You're tucking your pelvis under and out. Tucking under, bringing it back out. 3, 2, 1. Back to the top. Hands up and down. Now that you're a little bit warmer, you may feel ready to start moving a little bit faster. Hands up and down. Come into that forward fold. Bending through the legs. 3, 2, 1. Come to the front of your mat. Make sure that you have room behind you. Lunge back with that opposite leg. Just a small lunge. And up. Lunge. And up. Lunge. And up. Make sure that you're breathing. Dancers have grace. They have poise. Keeping the core in tight. Continuing to breathe, making sure that your back is up nice and straight. You don't want to start coming forward. 3, 2, 1. Make sure that you have room in front of you and behind you. So I'd say the middle of your mat would be good. So you're going to lunge back. Bring the knee up. You can touch the toes down in between to make it a little bit easier on that standing leg. Lift. Back. Lift. Lunge. Lift. 3, 2, last one, 1, front leg lift. I'm touching my foot down in between, just the tips of my toes, so that I find balance. The most important part of barre and Pilates and yoga is form. So whatever is going to give you better form is what I want you to be doing. 2. Last one. Now, stand, toes you stand back up. Opening up through the hip flexors, through the groin, through the inner thighs. 2. One more time, there and back. Just head back. Doing great, everyone. We're getting good and warmed up. Okay. Now, bring your feet together into first position. Come up onto your toes if you can. You're just going to come into a little squat and stand. If this is too challenging, you can keep your heels on the floor. If you are up on your heels, make sure that you're standing up nice and tall as if someone had a string from the top of your head to the ceiling. That your heels are pressing in towards each other, that your knees are tracking over your toes, that you're using the glutes to help you stand back up. Now we're going to go down, 2, up, 2, down, 2, up, 2. Include the arms if it feels comfortable enough for you, where you can keep your breathing, keep your form. 2, 1, and now you're just going to pulse. Nice little pulse. Standing up nice and straight. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up on the toes. Hold through the heels. Now you're just going to give a little pulse in the heels with a slight bend in your knees. This is the end of our warm-up, everyone. 3, 2, 1. Stand up tall for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and lower down. Fantastic job, everyone. That was just our warm-up. Now we're moving on to our plank series. So make your way down onto the ground. Hopefully you have a mat. Get comfortable. Get some water if you need it. There we go. I feel like that was a little bit too loud. So, for a plank, you're going to come up onto the balls of your feet. You want your arms directly, your hands directly underneath your shoulders. If this doesn't work for you, you can come up on dumbbells, or you can come down onto your knees or your elbows. So we're going to start here. Everyone come up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're just going to start with a normal plank. Warming up through our core. Setting your intentions for the class. Why are you here? What made you come today? Why did you decide that you wanted to turn on this video, that you wanted to, is it to cultivate strength, to relieve stress? Is it because you felt like you just needed some time for yourself, to improve your health? Now you're just going to dip to either side. I'm going to come down onto my elbows because I feel like I have a better range of motion this way. But do whatever feels best for you. The important part is that you're twisting, even if you're down on your knees, so we can target those obliques. And now you're going to dip and open. Dip to the left, open out to the right. Dip to the left, open to the right. Dip, open. And open. Dip. And now hold up in that side plank and lift up and down. you're gonna dip to the right, open to the left. Dip, open. 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 And now just hold up in this side plank. You can pulse if you want. I'm still trying to cultivate strength. So I'm just going to hold. This is the best form that I can provide for today. 5, 4, 3, 2, and lower. Now, we're going to do tricep push-ups. So what you're going to do is the arm that's on top is going to come down to the ground. For an added challenge, you can lift this outer leg. You're going to hold the shoulder. Woo! You're going to go down and up. Down and up. If this is too challenging, you can put down your opposite fingertips for some assistance, but really try to keep holding that shoulder. And now you're just going to pulse, 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 pulse for 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Other side. Come into a nice side lying position. Hold onto the back of that arm. Up and down. If you want the added challenge, feel free to lift that outer leg, even if it's just a few inches. Challenges the balance, the core, and puts obviously more challenge in your arm. Now we're just going to pulse, 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 pulse. It's a little movement, but that's the thing about bar. It's those little movements that burn the most. And rest. Okay. Now I'm going to ask that you grab your ball. Lay on your back with the ball in your hands. Tuck your chin. And we're going to roll up to a count of 4. 1, 2, 3. Raise the ball on 4. And lower for 4. Tucking the chin, rolling down one vertebrae at a time. And 1. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now go at your own pace, but try to keep within that 4 count interval. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Now we're going to head into a 2 count the next time you hit the floor. That's 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. To make it more challenging, don't let your body fully come down. Warming up through that core, keeping that chin tucked. For 3, 2, 1. And when you're up here, put the ball in between your feet, roll down onto your back. Whew. This is challenging already. So what we're going to do is you're going to crunch, reach, in, down, up, reach, in, down. Make sure you're keeping that chin tucked. Up, out, in, down. Out, in. Now you're going to come up and you're just going to pump. And now as you pump, you're going to lightly lift and lower your legs until they hit about 45 degrees. If it gets too hard, you can put your hands back behind your neck. We have 3, 2, 1. Hold that ball at 45 degrees and pump. Squeeze that ball to make it a little bit easier. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put that ball in between the legs, in between the knees specifically, and you're just going to lower and lift. Lower and crunch everything in. Lower the legs and the head, crunch. Two, last one, 1. You can put that ball off to the side for a moment. We will continue using it. We're going to do a quick cat-cow to stretch out what we were just working, to stretch out through those abdominals. Dropping the belly, stretching through the abdominals, and then pulling everything up and in. Whenever you're ready, come to a standing position. Get a quick drink of water. And whenever you need a stretching break, whenever you need a drink of water, take the cues from your body. Now, I want you to stick the ball in between your knees. You can turn your toes slightly out. And if you don't have a ball, you can use a towel, you can use a piece of clothing. I think this would actually be more helpful right here. So we're going to start in 15 seconds. I want you to have a light set of weights. If you haven't done this workout before or aren't used to endurance-like workouts, I would suggest really light weights. It does get surprisingly difficult. Where this is our standing arm series. After this, we have our thigh series, and then you guys are done with me. So, we're going to start with just normal bicep curls. Up and down. Up and down. Open up through the hands. You can bring the fingers together, but you don't need to be squeezing that weight. Keep going. Now you're just going to come halfway down. Up you're doing these repetitive motions that just involve the upper body. You can even close your eyes. Make sure that you're safe. And use this as a rejuvenating time. Working out does not always have to expend all of your energy. Now just the bottom half of the curl. All the way down, halfway up. Working out can be your time where you refill your own cup too. It doesn't have to always be something that you dread. And if it's something that you enjoy, you're more likely to do it. So if you hate bar, don't do bar. If you love bar, do a whole lot of it. The important part is that you're moving your body. 2, 1. Now come out to the side. Full side curls. And if you haven't noticed, what bar does is it burns out a muscle. It works that muscle until it's completely burnt, until you feel like you can't do a single other rep. And if you feel at the end of that set that there was a ton more that you could have done, then you probably can bump up the weight. But make sure that your form is good first. Now bring the hands in towards the chest, extend the weights, pull them back in. If you're wondering why I keep looking off to the side, I'm checking my own form in the mirror. I really do think that it's a helpful thing to do, especially if you don't always feel like you're using proper form. 2, 1. Now with the arms still extended, you're going to do high curls. The arm should be coming straight out from the shoulder, doing full high curls. By this point, your biceps should be burning. You should start to feel like you can't do any more at this point. 2, 1. Flip the weight so that the palms are pointing in towards each other. We're going to do hammer curls. From the side, this is what this looks like. I'm trying to not let my elbows move too much. 3, 2, 1. Shake it out for a second. I don't like to move on straight without giving you a break. Now you're going to push in and out. Together and open. Together and open. This one always gets me for some reason. I feel like this one really is very effective for your chest. 3, 2, 1. From here, you're just going to pulse up. Starting to get a little bit into those shoulders. Make sure you're staying tight through your abdominals. You're still pushing in on that ball for your inner thighs. 3, 2, 1. Now you're going to bring the weights in and out. Pull them in and out. 3, 2, 1. Drop down and forward. Tricep kickbacks through the full range of motion. To not hurt your neck, make sure that you're looking about a foot in front of you. As soon as you get the move, you don't want to just be flexing to look at the video the whole time. Keeping those abdominals in nice and tight. 2, 1. Now at the bottom, you're going to flip your palms up towards the ceiling. 3, 2, 1. Hold them here and just pulse them back with the hands pointing towards the ceiling. 'Now straight arm kickbacks. 3, 2, 1. Just hold. You can cross a little bit behind your back if that feels comfortable. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. You're not done quite yet. Bring the arms in and out, in and out. With the palms facing towards the front of the room. 3, 2, 1. Bring the weights out to the side. You're just going to circle forwards. Circle back. 15, 16. If you have another set of slightly heavier weights, I'm only picking up 5 pounds, nothing crazy. Duck walk back over. I'm going to bend down. And I'm going to do a row. Keeping strong through my core to protect the lower back. Now just up, halfway down. Up, halfway down. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and now pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Now we're opening for the back. We're doing a delt fly. The goal is to pull the muscles of the back together. 3, 2, last one, and now you're just going to pulse with that back for the last time. This is the end of the arm series. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Great job, everyone. You can put those weights off to the side. Okay. Bring those arms together behind your back, stretch through your chest. If you'd like the extra stretch, you can bring it down and forward. Whenever you're ready, slowly roll back up. And now we're on our last section. We're doing our section for our thighs. You can put the ball off to the side. Get a drink of water. Okay. Now, this is the bar series, so you want to make sure that you either have a chair, I'm going to use a height chair, but something that you can hold on to that feels stable for you. Make sure you clear your equipment out of the way, and then we're going to get started. So this, for the first part, I want you facing towards your bar. Bring your heels up and together. All right, and now you're just going to go down and up, down and up, pushing the heels in towards each other. As you can see, I'm keeping my back nice and up. I'm firing through my glutes to stand back up. Coming down, down. Now we're going to head into 2 count. 1, 2, 1, 2. If you feel comfortable, you can let go of one arm. Doesn't matter which one. And move with the arms. If you feel super comfortable, you can let go with both arms. And at any point where you start feeling uncomfortable again, readjust your heels so that they're nice and pressed together, and grab back onto that bar. 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Three, 2, and 1. Now with your heels together, you're going to tuck, 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 and tuck. For 5, 4, 3, 2, really squeezing through your glutes. Now you're going to turn your toes so that they're facing the bar and head back into those squats. 1, 2, 1, 2. One, two, 1, 2. Pulse. Hold the position. And all you're going to do is drop and lift your heels. Don't let them touch the ground fully. Just come towards the ground before you lift right back up. 3, 2, 1, tuck, tuck. For 5, 4, 3, I know it's burning, 2, and 1. Hold onto your bar, stretch through those quadriceps. This is my injured leg, so I'm pretty happy I'm getting that full range of motion back. And Pilates, bar, they're all great ways, especially post-injury, but even if you're just feeling a little tweaky, to build strength in the joints. Stretch through the other leg. Now you're going to come towards your bar sideways. You're going to come into a wide plie with the toes pointed out towards a 45-degree angle. You want your knees tracking over your toes, and you're just going to do, you can lift up onto your toes if you feel comfortable. You're just going to do a slow squat. And if this doesn't feel like you have enough support, you can always move your chair or whatever it is, or yourself, so that it's directly in front of you. Now we're just pulsing. If you feel comfortable, you can bring your hands towards the center. You can bring them up above. Just pulse. 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 For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. If you want to, you can take turns lifting and dropping to get a little bit more work in those calves. 4, 3, 2. Bring those feet back in together. That's the safest way to get out of that position. Now, you're going to come towards your bar straight again. Make sure you have access to your ball if you have one. You're going to come straight into a flat back position. And you're going to lift. Use my bar a little closer here. And come up. Lift. come up. Lift back, and now you're just going to do lifts. The important part is that you have a nice flat back, that you're feeling it in your glutes. And now you're just going to pulse. You want a slight bend in your standing leg as well. Now you're going to open it so that your body is facing a little bit out towards the side, and you're going to do an outer thigh lift. As you see, my knee is facing towards you guys. My leg is parallel with the ceiling. 3, 2, 1. Take the ball out. Put it in a safe position where you're not going to trip over it, somewhere off to the side. And now you're just going to lift. Just lifting straight up. Trying to keep your body parallel with the floor. Come to a standing position. We're going to do a little bit more seat work. I have my leg bent. I'm still facing towards my bar. And I'm lifting for that outer glute. 3, 2, 1. Coming straight on towards my bar. Side leg lift. This is all on the same leg. I'm burning out through that glute. Woo. Should have thought about that one. Face back towards your bar. Repeating the whole thing on the other leg. So you're going to stick that ball back behind that leg. Come up and back. Up and back. Up. My toe is pointed. And once you've done a few of those, you're just going to bring your knee so that it's in line with the other knee, and then lift. Lift. And now you're just going to pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, this ball just does not want to stay behind my leg. Now we're going to head into those outer thigh lifts with the leg turned. Give me 10, 9, 8. If the ball won't stay, just let it go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Just normal leg lifts now. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand up. Side leg lifts. I know it's burning. That's what we want. That's a good thing. 5, 4, 3, 2, nice quick figure 4 stretch. Stretch through that glute. We have one more little small series, and then you guys are done with me. So you can get that chair or whatever you are using out of the way. For the last part, you don't need any equipment. Just make your way down onto your back. And I want you to just lift and lower. And lower. Lift and lower. Just burning out that seat a little bit more. 3, 2, 1. Hold it up. Pulse the legs out. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just hold. This is it for 10. You can bring your hands up if you feel comfortable. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job, everyone. Pull those knees into the chest. Oh, that felt so good. I don't know about you guys, but barre and Pilates, for me, they feel fantastic. I feel like I'm working, but I'm actually doing things that aren't counterproductive in the long run. Sometimes when I'm doing like heavier lifting or really intense cardio, it's definitely very effective for the short term, but you have to think about the long term. Do you want to be working out, extend one leg, keep the other leg pulled in? Do you want to be working out when you're older? Do you want to be able to continue to do the type of workouts that you like? Then these low impact workouts really are beneficial. Feels so good to be back with you guys. If this is the first video of mine that you're watching, welcome. Thank you so much for being part of our little community that we've got going on here. I did just start it, so this was definitely a bit of a hiccup, getting that small injury, but it put things in perspective. It gave me time to focus on my nutrition. Now, if you guys want, you can come over into I actually don't know what they call this one. Like a pike maybe, a wheelbarrow I've heard it called, but it's a great stretch for your neck and your lower back. Then I just want you to hold behind your legs and roll like a ball over the entire length of your spine. It feels so nice. 3, 2, 1. Then you're going to extend your legs out in front of you. Turn towards one side. Turn towards the other. And then come forward over your legs. And for anyone that hasn't really had the time to or has never really considered it, nutrition really is the cornerstone of getting healthy. You can spend all the time that you want doing exercises, but if your nutrition is bad, the rest of the day, it's going to be very, very hard to get results. Whereas, if you have pretty good nutrition, now open into a nice wide, open like straddle position. If your nutrition is good a majority of the time, you can do lighter workouts that are a little bit easier on your body, and you're still not missing out on getting those results. Now you can turn forward towards your leg, get a nice stretch through your lower back. Come to the other side, and if you ever have any questions on nutrition, because I know I've been very confused about nutrition in the past. I've been, sometimes you can even lean too far in the wrong direction and start eating, a little bit too restrictively. So if you have any questions about how to really eat healthy and how to feed your body according to your own personal activity level, please always let me know. I'm happy to help with whatever you guys want to hear. If you want to hear a nutrition video, if you want to hear tips, however you guys want this channel to go is what I'd like to do. Now Now bring the legs together and come into a nice butterfly position. I'm still working on regaining that strength and flexibility in the inside of my left knee, so I'm not going to come forward, but please feel free to if that feels comfortable for you. And I want to end the class with a little bit of a deep breathing exercise. I think that it's important, not only to exercise your body, but to take time to come back to your best self, to come back to your best state where you feel the best about yourself, where you're in a really good place. So we're going to do a set of 10 nice deep breaths. And what you're going to do is you're going to start by breathing into your stomach, then into